And away we go. It is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com. As always, visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. Get down to Dayton, Kentucky. Tell them to pump it up. Save yourself 15%. Or go to the app, have them deliver pretty much anywhere in the tri-state, inside the 275 loop, right to your front door, and get you some Galactic goodness. All right, Aaron.
All right, Chad.
Significant day today. It's not maybe the news that everybody has known is coming, but has been waiting for, and it hasn't arrived yet. But it might be number 2 on the list, and that is the renderings for the indoor practice facility, the performance center. What was it going to look like? What shape, what form would it take? And today we started to get those answers, as you can see right there. A little bit of a look at the field and a couple looks at the outside. It's stunning in comparison to what I envisioned, what I thought it was going to look like, the architecture of it, the windows, floor to ceiling. That's the performance center that'll go next to it right there. And then a look at what the inside, what the field is going to look like. I mean,
She's a beaut, Clark.
I don't think you could have nailed it any better than what these pictures depict that this place is going to look like.
Yeah, it's certainly going to. That corner of campus is not, especially when the bubble's up, not super aesthetically pleasing. And I think that's going to completely transform the look over there. And just, it's gorgeous.
To that note, I think for me, it always looked like everything was just kind of crammed into place.
Like, look at that. Right,
that corner.
Yeah, right there on that corner, though. I mean, that's gorgeous.
That is not the bubble, Aaron. That is a little more aesthetically pleasing than the bubble.
They can be renting that one out to the Bengals too.
I mean, yeah, probably. But just from the visual side of things, man, I don't think they could have done a better job. And I know people were getting antsy, and this is what fans do. They want it, and they want it now, and they don't want to wait, and it has to be immediate. And I think sometimes you have to recognize that they are doing things for a reason. And they didn't have to have this side of it completely ready to go when they started demolition. And with the new staff and everything that was going on, they wanted to take their time and make sure they got it right. And I think they got it right. I correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that's basically the view from where the Bearcat statue was. Looking up, so the baseball field would be directly to the right of this picture, and Jefferson Avenue would be all the way to the left. So that's the walkway
right
in between the practice facility. So basically that thing you see right in the center, that's where the bleachers used to be. And the press box used to be at the old practice bubble.
Yep.
I mean, you talk about just complete, holy crap. that doesn't look anything like it used to look. And then the view you saw with all the windows are what you're going to see coming down Jefferson Avenue.
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah, that'll be Jefferson Avenue right there.
I just think that they took so much advantage of the space that they had in what these renderings are showing. I think that there are plenty of cool buildings aesthetically just sprinkled throughout campus, and this is just another feather in their cap in that regard.
Well, I mean, ultimately, this is kind of going to be the crown jewel of that side of campus.
Absolutely. You can't top that. Because other than that, you have a garage. You have you have some of the dorms facing Jefferson. But you're not going to do anything with the dorms at this point. Not for years. Those are relatively new.
And ultimately, like, there's not much left in terms of what they can do for athletic facilities. So, I mean, this will, the cost has gone up a little bit. We have been told that's because of they wanted to invest more in the project. And a big shout out, obviously, to Larry and Rhonda Shakely, who I believe it said the largest donation in the history of UC athletics.
And
so
they love them some University of Cincinnati. But
Larry was at the golf NCAA tournament announcement. And he walked in, and the first thing he did when he walked in, all right, so how are they looking? How's the football team? Who's going to be the quarterback? What's going, like, immediately? Like, that's the first, he wants to get to the nuts and bolts. Like, let's talk some football. Let's talk some Bearcats. Let's get this show on the road. So it was, not surprising at all that he was the one that kind of spearheaded this. Nobody loves UC football more than him. Literally, financially, he puts his money where his mouth is, and he was a big part of making this happen. As you see there, used by various UC sports, full-size football field, nutrition stations, dining hall, weight room, training room, mental health services, video rooms to watch tape, meeting rooms for all the different position groups. Basically, the football team will be moving into this building, which is a big relief for a lot of the athletic department, because you'll have a whole floor basically to spread out in the Linder Center now. There'll be a whole extra floor of space that'll be available. So,
not to mention their weight room and all of that would then be available. There's a ton of room that they're giving the rest of the other.
Yeah, I mean, the weight room is multi-purpose. Everybody uses it, but you'll just have more
access.
There'll be more availability. The football team won't be in there nearly as much. And then, like I said, it's going to be used by various UC sports. So, there will be other teams and programs using the training facility over there, and the nutrition stations, the dining hall. The dining hall is like a big one as well. I know the football team a lot of time just dines in like the open hallway at Fifth Third Arena. The hallway that kind of goes between the Linder Center.
Yeah.
Like, and once you get into the glass, like, the football team will set up, and that's where they'll eat.
Well, this should be far different than that.
Yeah, I think it'll be a little just a touch nicer.
I wonder if other teams are going to be using the field, like lacrosse or soccer or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there'll be some overlap.
If they paint the lines for those teams and all of that.
I would guess not. I would guess it's going to look like a football field, far more often than not. Now, maybe you can, have some tape that you put down or something for the lacrosse lines or whatever. But, I would guess if they practice in there, it's going to be like you're just using the football field. Don't mess with it. You notice the little Big 12 logo?
I mean, they made sure to put that on there. Yes.
Oh, but yeah. So do you have much else you wanted to talk about on this?
No, I mean, we've been waiting for this day, so I'm excited. Did say that the groundbreaking ceremony was set for Tuesday, May 23rd.
Yeah.
So did they say how long they how?
So the football facility is going to be ready in 24. The performance center, training center won't open until 25.
Okay.
But so the football side of it will be done first. The football field portion of it will be done first. That is, you've got it, especially they don't have anywhere indoors to practice right now. So
Gotta be
you're
a
going to get
priority.
that done as quickly as possible, and then you'll work on the other stuff after the football facility is completed. So that's the order of events, as it were.
Do you think they'd ever put the locker rooms over here to where they kind of do like the bus ride to the stadium and get off at the stadium or anything like that?
Oh no, they'll have everything will be over there. Everything will be at the practice facility. The only thing that'll stay at Nippert is the game day locker room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, would you actually move? You wouldn't. You don't think they'd ever move? Obviously, not right now because you just renovated the game day locker room. But
why would they move it 300 yards away?
I'm just asking.
I'm asking too. Why would they move it 300 yards away? Like the
just keep everything in house. I don't know.
No, you're still going to have your game day locker room that you use. Are you going to, at halftime, you're going to go from the Nippert field over to the practice facility and back?
Fair enough. You win.
Could you see them just walking with their helmets at halftime? By the time they get there, it's like, all right, yeah.
Especially if they're losing,
they're
like,
just walking.
We're not going back.
They're walking down the steps at Nippert through the crowd like the band.
All right, bad question. Fine.
Well, you didn't think it through. It's all right, but it turned out to be funny anyway. We'll see you. We'll see you this weekend. This is the Nightcap, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.